What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Julian Levitt, and today we're going to be talking about networking tips and tricks. I went to an event this past Friday, and I went with one of my good friends who I wanted to introduce to some heavy hitters in the city, and I ended up talking to a young gentleman there who seemed to be inexperienced in this space. He didn't necessarily know what he was doing with himself. He didn't necessarily know the right questions to be asking. And so I ended up spending about 10 or 15 minutes of my time telling him what I would do. And I quickly realized that this would be a great video to do, so that's why we're doing this one right now. When you're going to a networking event and it's, you haven't really been to them, you want to keep a couple things in mind. You're never going to close someone likely at the event. The key is in the follow-up. You're going to the event to meet people, get a vibe check, talk to them for a couple minutes and move on. You're there to shake hands and talk to as many people as you can. It's a volume game, it's a numbers game. But also, if you're uncomfortable talking to loads of people, then try to identify a few good people in the crowd, which is tough to know who's good and who's not, and try to have just really good, solid conversations with them. My rule of thumb is you should try to leave with 5 or 10 business cards any event you go to. And then that way, in the morning or the next day, you have 5 to 10 people that you can check in with on LinkedIn. You can follow up and try to schedule a call or some sort of coffee or lunch to get to know them more on a personable level. Next, I know people use networking events as an excuse to go party. This is not a good idea, and I would definitely stay away from this type of energy or like this type of practice. When you're going to a networking event, you're going for work, you're going for business, you're going to build, you're going to grow. 1 to 2 drink minimum. 1 to 2 cocktails. Anything more than that, and I think it becomes a little bit of a slippery slope. You don't want to embarrass yourself. You don't want to be inappropriate. You don't want to give off the wrong signals because you're meeting these new people, and the first time they're interacting with you, you look like a sloppy drunk. It is not a good sign. So my rule of thumb, just stick with the seltzer water, the carbonated water, throw a lime in there. No one's gonna know if you're drinking a cocktail or not. I think that's a great idea to get by and feel like you're at least not socially awkward by not drinking anything if you feel uncomfortable. I also think it's great sometimes if you feel nervous to talk to new people, going with a friend. Go with someone else that you can also, walk around the room with and talk to. It might make you feel a little bit less uncomfortable and a little bit more motivated to go spark up a conversation. But remember, and I'll leave you guys with this, everyone's most likely feeling what you're feeling. They also want to meet new people. They also don't know how to spark up a conversation. They're also a little bit nervous or shy. So be the first one to initiate contact. Not only will they appreciate it, but you'll look like the real deal in person, and they'll want to get to know you more on a deeper level. That's all I got for you guys. Leave in the comments your favorite networking tips and tricks. I'd love to see what you guys are up to, and I'll see you next time. Ciao, and have a great day.